Om Namo Venkatesaya. So we have so far completed the Phalasruthi as found in the Mahabharata. A few more slokas have been added as part of the chanting of Vishnu Sahasranamam. Let us go into that slokas. Arjuna Uvacha Padmapatra Visalaksha Padmanabhasurottama Bhaktanam Trata Bhavajanardana. Arjuna is saying, what does he say? Padmapatra Visalaksha. So like this petals of this Padma, that means this lotus petals is very broad. Visala means very broad eyes. Bhagavan has got very broad eyes. It says, in fact, the eyes are extending right up to his ears. So that is such is the kind of broad eyes. In fact, in Kashi we find that the Ambal is addressed as Visalakshi. So all this, the three Ambal's three places. In Kanchi she is addressed as Kamakshi, in Madurai she is addressed as Meenakshi, and then in Kasi she is addressed as Visalakshi. All are related to his eyes. Acha means eyes. Kamakshi, that means one is the fulfiller of the desires of his devotees, Kama, and therefore she is called as Kamakshi. Other meaning also, Ka refers to Saraswati, Ma refers to Lakshmi. Saraswati and Lakshmi are two eyes, and therefore she is called as Kamakshi. Then when you go to Meenakshi in Madurai, the eyes themselves resemble like this fish, Meenakshi. That's why Meen means fish. Other meaning of Meen also, the fish is in the fish, what it does is when it hatches eggs, when it lays eggs, it hatches them through by its own sight. By just looking at it, is able to protect its eggs and hatches them. Similarly, Meenakshi, by just a look at her devotees, she is able to protect them and then raise them on the spiritual path. Therefore, she is called as Meenakshi. Similarly, in Kasi, we find that Visalakshi has got a very broad eyes. Why do they have broad eyes like Bhagavan also? Because the eyes, they want to have kataksham. That means they want to shower their grace through their eyes to all the devotees, and therefore got a very broad eyes, and therefore is called as Visalaksha. Padmanabha means one from whose navel came the lotus flower, and therefore is called as Padmanabha. Surottama, who is the best among all the devatas. Kimekam devatam loke. That's the first question this Bhishma Pitama asked. This Yudhishthira asked. So Surottama, that means he is the best among all these devatas. Bhaktanam Anuraktanam Bhava. Janardana is also addressing as Janardana. Janardana means Jananam Janam Ardayati Janardana. That means one who is able to remove the samsara chakra of the devotees, and therefore is called as Janardana. Oh Janardana, you be Bhaktanam Anuraktanam. That means people who are devoted to you and are so much affectionate towards you. Anuraktanam. Trata Bhava. So be the protector of all these people. So Arjuna is saying, oh Krishna Paramatma, you are Janardana, you are the best among the devatas, you have got the lotus from your navel, you have got a very broad eyes for showering grace on the devotees, as well as you have got this, like the lotus, petals, and therefore please protect your devotees. That's all he's saying. People are devoted to you. That's what Arjuna's request is. Then Bhagavan says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Yomam Nama Sahasrena Stotam Icchati Pandava Soham Ekena Slokena Stuta Evana Samsayah Suta Evana Samsaya Om Nama Iti. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Shri Bhagavan says, Yaha Mam Nama Sahasrena Stotam Icchati Pandava, O Arjuna, whosoever wants to chant this 1,000 names of the me, Yomam Yaha means which individual, Mam Stotam Icchati, that means he wants to please me by chanting the Sahasranamam. If he wants to chant the 1,000 names, please understand that Saha Ekena Slokena Sudhi. I am very happy with even if he chants only one sloka. That's what he says. Now some say, please don't have any doubts at all on this. So anybody who wants to chant 1,000 names of the Lord, Bhagavan says, I am happy even if he chants only one sloka. That itself is sufficient for him. That's what he's saying. That of course he says out of his compassion for his this devotees. Not doesn't mean that Bhagavan himself has said, so we'll stop with only one sloka. And Bhagavan is happy with one sloka. If we chant 108 slokas, how much happy will he be? So that's the way we should take it. So we should chant all the 1,000 names of the Lord. That's what it is. The other way of looking at it is there's a famous Advaita mantra which is called Soham. The second line, if you say first one is Soham Ekena Slokena. So Bhagavan, the other way of looking at it is Soham Ekena Slokena. That means if he is quite happy with this mantra, Soham mantra. So if somebody chants the Soham, that itself is sufficient for me. That's the other way of looking at it. Soham means Saha Aham. That means he is me. Saha means he. Aham means me. He is me. So that means he is only manifesting through me. That's what it is. That is the mantra. That is the Advaita mantra. So it's called as Soham. In fact, there's a very interesting conversation on this mantra, Soham mantra. So one disciple went to a guru and then asked for a mantra. mantra. It was an Advaita Guru. So he said, he gave the mantra Soham. So this man was chanting for some time. Then he went to another Guru. That man was a Visishtadvaita follower. So he said, what are you doing? He said, I am chanting this Soham mantra. He said, okay, fine. Then I'll just add one letter before that. You chant that. Then said, you add the word Da. Dasoham. He said, Daso means I am your servant. That's what it is. Dasoham, Dasam. This man kept chanting that term. So again, he went back to this old his Advaita Guru. Then said, are you chanting that? Yes, I was chanting. Then one more Guru added me Dasoham. He said, I will add one more letter to that. You chant that. He said, he added another letter Sa before that. Sadasoham. That means always he is ever with me. That's what it is. Sadasoham. He chanted chanting. No? Again, this Sadasoham, Sadasoham, Sadasoham. Again, he went to the other Visishtadvaita Guru. Then he said, I will add one more letter. He said, Dasoham. That means I am the devotee of your devotee. So that's what, the Vaishnavites find it. Dasasya. 7 generations. That's what, this Kulasegararva said, it's Mukundamala. So I'm Dasasya. Dasoham. That's what he said. 7 generations of Dasa. So devotee is considered to be much more like, in Srimad Ramayana you will find, Shatrugna. Rama's devotee, Rama's Dasa was Bharata, and Shatrugna was Bharata's Dasa. Dasasya Dasaha. Dasoham. That's what it is. So that's what he said. So it's an interesting way of looking at this, this particular mantras. Soham, Dasoham, Sadasoham, Dasoham. So wherever you find Sutayeva Nasam Sevam, one way of looking at this, it's again re-emphasizing that. So please don't have any doubt. Other thing is, because we are moving from that context, from that particular, this Grantha to another, the text to another text, and therefore it gives an indication that you are moving to a different context. That's what it is. Now next, Vyasa. Vyasa uvacha Vasanat Vasudevasya Vasitam te Jagatrayam Sarvabhuta Nivasosi Vasudeva Namostute Shri Vasudeva Namostute Om Nama Iti. Shri Vasa Bhagavan said. What did Vasa Bhagavan say? Vacha means said. Vasanat Vasudevasya Vasitam te Jagatrayam. So Vasudevasya Vasana. That means because Vasudeva is living in this whole universe, this whole Jagatrayam, all these 3 worlds are living or existing. They are living. That means the whole worlds are existing because Vasudeva is living in this universe. Of course, the meaning of Vasudeva itself is that Vasu means Sarvatra Vasati iti Vasu. That means one is residing everywhere is called as Vasu, or in whom everything resides is also called as Vasu. Deva means one is effulgence, or Deva also means a play, child's play. So Bhagavan is doing like a child's play all these things, and therefore is called as Vasudeva. Because he is living everywhere, and therefore the whole world is living in them. Sarva Bhuta Nivasosi. So Asi means you are living in all Jivatmas, all the Jivatmas. Sarva Bhuta Nivasa. So you are living in all these Jivatmas. You are living in that. Oh, for that Vasudeva, my prostrations to you. Namostute. Namaha Astute. So that means Vasudeva, prostrations to me. That means just because Bhagavan is living in this universe itself is existing. That means he is providing the existence for this universe. But for him, it won't exist at all. And you are living in all these Jivatmas as the Antarayami to Vasudeva, my Namaskar. That's what it says. Om Namo Venkateshaya.